Okay, so as promised, I have prepared some practice problems, no? I could not emphasize even more the importance of practicing on solving sa chemistry, no? The heart of chemistry talaga is not just memorizing. Sabi nga nila, chemistry is 50% memorization, 50% computation. It is 100% analysis. And the only way for you to improve on your computational skills is to solve at least one problem every day. That's what I did when I was in college back then. Okay, so as promised, magsagot tayo, no? So let's start with the first problem. So a sample of 6.44 grams of naphthalene is dissolved in 80.1 grams of benzene. Calculate the percent by mass of naphthalene in the solution. So sometimes whenever we read calculation problems, nai-intimidate tayo tapos hindi natin alam kung paano tayo magsisimula. So the only way to do that is relax, read the problem twice, and after that, try to find keywords. So, the keyword here, if you're going to reread the problem, is percent by mass. So, alam mo na agad kung anong formula yung gagamitin mo. It's percent by mass. So, first, let us write the formula for percent by mass. It is equal to the grams of your solute over the grams of your solute plus the grams of your solvent times 100. Now, the next step is identifying kung sino ba si solute at sino ba si solvent. So, para hindi ka na mahirapan, kung sino yung pinaka-konti, mas maliit ang value, siya si solute. Yung mas malaki ang value, siya si solvent. So, in this case, naphthalene is the solute because your naphthalene has a smaller value. Okay? So, your solute here is naphthalene. So, this is equal to 6.44 grams. You can now directly substitute it kasi alam mo na yung grams ng solute mo. Next, 6.44 grams, the grams of solute again, and then the grams of your solvent, 80.1 grams. Multiply it by 100 kasi percent by mass ito. So, 6.44, input na yan sa calculator, plus 80.1 times 100. So the percent by mass here is 7.44%. Okay. Napakadali, di ba? So this is percent by mass, sorry. Ayan. It's very easy. Very, very easy. Next, let's solve the next problem. A sample of 0.892 grams of potassium chloride is dissolved in 54.6 grams of water. What is the percent by mass? So first step, find the keyword. The keyword here is percent by mass. So the formula that you have to use is the percent by mass. The same formula, no, that we use from problem number 1. Problem number 2 na tayo. Okay, the next step is identify who is your solute and who is your solvent. Your solute, the smallest, is potassium chloride. And your solvent, yung mas malaki ang value, ay si water. Very easy. Do you need to convert anything? Hindi na. Kasi sa formula naka-indicate grams. Naka-grams na yung mga values natin. There's no need to convert. Now, this is simply direct substitution na lang. So, percent by mass is grams of solute, 0.892 grams over 0.892 grams plus 54.6 grams multiplied by 100. Input sa calcu, 0.892 over 0.892 plus 54.6 times 100. This is 1.61%. So, this is equal to 1.61%. So, pag percentage, laging 2 decimal places ang ating final answer, ha? Okay. So, if you have any questions regarding the problems that I am solving right now, you can post them in Canvas or you can directly send me a message, no, through Messenger. May group chat naman tayo. The next one, determine the molarity of a solution containing 2.56 mole of sodium chloride in 785 ml of solution. So, another important tip here is you write all the formulas in a small index card. Or better yet, no, nung nag-aaral ako, dinidikit ko dun sa mga walls nung dingding ko para lagi kong nakikita at ma-memorize ko sila. And mas better if you really take the time to memorize these formulas kasi they will come in handy as you progress through college. Babalik at babalik lang itong mga computational problems na ganito. Okay, so for this problem, the keyword here is molarity. So alam mo na that the problem solving has something to do with the formula of molarity. So what's the formula of molarity? So molarity is equal to the moles of your solute over the liters of your solution. Now, check your given. Yung mole ng solute binigay na sa'yo. Pero yung liter ng solution, naka-ml siya. So, convert that to liter first. And how do you convert ml to liter? Divide it by 1,000. If you divide this by 1,000, this becomes 0.785 liter. Okay, naka-liter na siya. Direct substitution na lang din yan. So, 2.56 mole over 0.785 liter. So, this input sa calculator, 2.56 divided by 0.785. So, the answer is 3.26 molar, no? Molar. Or you can also write it as 3.26 mole per liter. Parehas lang yan. Capital M means mole per liter. Ayan. Very, very easy, diba? Okay, let's proceed to the next problem. What volume of 0.4 molar lithium hydroxide will contain 7.98 mole of lithium hydroxide? So, ang hinahanap sa'yo ngayon ay volume. Pero nakita mo yung unit, it's molar. Ibig sabihin, the problem solving has something to do with molarity. So, write the formula first. So, among the terms here, sino ang attributed to volume? This one is attributed to volume. So, palitan natin tong liter of solution as a term na volume, no? So, let's rewrite it. Maging moles of solute over the volume. Yung volume na hinahanap natin, which the unit is liters. Okay. Now, manipulate the formula first in such a way na si volume ay ma-isolate. How do you do that? If you are not yet familiar in doing this, remember that the denominator of this is 1. Cross-multiply lang po. So, if you cross-multiply, M times V is equal to mole of solute times 1, equal lang yan sa mole of solute. Pwede ka na ba mag-direct substitution? Hindi pa po. Hindi pa po. Bakit po? Kasi po, hindi mo pa completely na-isolate si volume. So, para ma-completely ma-isolate mo si volume, i-divide mo siya doon sa katabi niya. No? Divide both equations doon sa term na katabi nung gusto mong maiwan. In this case, ang gusto nating maiwan is si volume at ang katabi niya ay si molarity. So, divide it by M. Okay? So, volume is now equal. You now have completely isolated the term that you need. Ayan. In this case, M, it's only equal to mole per liter. Gagawin natin itong mole per liter. Okay? So, substitute the values. Volume is now equal to the mole of solute, 7.98 mole of your lithium hydroxide. Mole per liter of what? 0.400. Ayan. 0.400 molar, no? So, pinalitan ko lang, mas in-emphasize natin yung units involved. So, it's mole per liter para makita natin yung cancellation ng unit. So, volume is now equal to 7.98 divided by 0.4. That is 19.95 liters. Very easy. So, that means you need this volume in order to make a solution of this concentration containing this specific number of moles. Okay, for our last problem, so number 5, find the mole fraction of the mixture of ammonia, water, and potassium chloride having 24 grams, 90.5 grams, and 30.6 grams respectively. So, we have 24 grams of ammonia, and then we have 90.5 grams of water, and we have 30.6 grams of potassium chloride. So, you are asked to get the mole fraction of the mixture. So, ilan yung components natin? Tatlo. So, tatlo din dapat yung calculations natin ng mole fractions. So, let's start, shall we? Okay? So, let's start first by writing the formula. So the mole fraction of ammonia is equal to the mole of ammonia over the total number of moles. So that means mole ni ammonia plus mole ni water plus mole ni potassium chloride. So let's calculate first the mole fraction of ammonia. The problem is these values are expressed in grams. We need to convert this to mole. So we now apply the things that I've taught you from our review. So let's convert first 24 grams of ammonia to mole. And how do you do that? What's the conversion factor first? 1 mole of ammonia is equal to 17.03 grams. How did that happen? I actually solved this on the first video dun sa review. So please check that, no, how I did that. So how do you convert it? Start with the given 24.0 grams of ammonia. Sa baba, yung grams din. Bakit natin nilalagay yung grams sa baba? Para mag-cancel yung ating units sa taas, mole ng ating ammonia. So, 24 divided by 17.03, the answer is 1.41 mole of ammonia. Okay, tapos na ba? Hindi pa. Hindi natin siya masasubstitute sa formula na to kasi nakagram pa yung ibang components. So, ilagay ko dito yung value sa PowerPoint ha, para mas mabilis tayong mag-solve mamaya. Ayan. So, 1.4, 1 mole of ammonia. Next, i-convert natin yung 90.5 grams ng water to mole din. 90.5 grams of water, we convert this to mole. So, get the molecular mass of water. Ayan. Ilan ang atoms ni hydrogen? 2. Si oxygen, 1. Multiply by their atomic weights. So, get the total. Get the total of this. This is equal to 18.02. So, the conversion factor is 1 mole of water is equal to 18.02. Now, you can convert. Start with your given. This is the given. So, 90.5 grams. Sa baba ulit yung grams. Bakit nga po ulit? Para mag-cancel po yung ating units. Ayan. So, cancel. 90.5 divided by 18.02. The answer is 5.02 mole of water. Ayan. Sulat ko ulit sa PowerPoint para hindi tayo mahirapan maghanap mamaya ng values. Tapos na ba? Hindi pa. Kasi may isa pa tayong dapat ma-convert. Si potassium chloride. Kasi component din siya eh. So, 30.6 grams of potassium chloride. Get the molecular mass of potassium chloride. So, enumerate the elements. Ilan ang atoms? Tig-isa sila. Times the atomic weights, 39.10, 35.45. So, the total for this is what? 39.10 plus 35.45. It's 74.55. So, what is your conversion factor? It's 1 mole of your potassium chloride equal to 74.55 grams of your potassium chloride. Now, i-convert na natin. Start with your given. So, 30.6. Ayan, 30.6 grams. Tapos, sa baba ulit yung grams. Bakit po ulit? Para mag-cancel yung ating units. Cancel. So, 30.6 divided by 74.55. This is equal now to 0.41 mole of your potassium chloride. So, lagay ko dito, 0.41 mole of potassium chloride. Can we now solve for your mole fractions? Yes, we can now. Bakit? Lahat ng values natin is naka-mole na. So, let's first solve for the mole fraction of ammonia. So, the formula is mole of ammonia over the mole of ammonia plus the mole of water plus the mole of potassium chloride. Okay? Substitute the values. The mole fraction of ammonia is equal to 1.41 mole over 1.41 mole plus 5.02 mole plus 0.41 mole. Now, input that in your calculators. 1.41 plus 5.02 plus 0.41. is now equal to 0.21. May unit po ba ang ating mole fraction? Wala po. It's unitless kasi magka-cancel yung mga mole. Next, let's solve for the mole fraction of your water. Okay, so dahil mole fraction na to ni water, sino ang nasa numerator? Mole na po ni water. Sa baba po, total number of moles pa din po. Mole ni ammonia plus mole ni water plus mole ni potassium chloride. Now, substitute your values. So, the mole of water is 5.02 mole over the mole of ammonia, 1.41 mole plus 5.02 mole plus 0.41 mole. Paki-input po sa calculator, 5.02, 1.41 plus 5.02 plus 0.41. Okay? So, the mole fraction of your water is 0.73. May unit ba? Wala po. Your mole fraction is unitless. Next, the last one, the mole fraction of your potassium chloride. So, the formula, ang nasa numerator na is mole na ni potassium chloride kasi mole fraction na niya ito. So, mole ni ammonia ulit plus mole ni water plus mole ni potassium chloride. Okay, substitute your values. 0.41 mole over 1.41 mole plus 5.02 mole plus 0.41 mole. So, magka-cancel yung units. Input yung value sa ating calculator. So, the answer is, what's the answer? The answer is 0.06. So, this is the mole fraction of your potassium chloride. Okay. Tapos na po ba? Tapos na po kasi na-solve na po natin lahat ng mole fraction ng components na hinihingi sa problem. So, kapag pinag-add nyo yan, dapat lahat ng mole fractions approximately equal yan to 1. Okay? So, if you have any questions, post them on Canvas, reach out to any one of us. And I am really encouraging all of you to try solving problems on your own, kahit isa-isa lang sa bawat araw. Okay, good luck!